is that the drum represents the heart that is waking up after a long winter. And I don't know what she's talking about, but here we go. Just an aparté. Next Saturday, right in this room, she will be presenting her dance school and some special guests in an all-Korean show all about the 4 seasons. So one of the seasons that you saw, possibly, was the fan dance. That is summer. The brightness of the colors. This is more winter, but there's a whole show built around this. So there's flyers outside the door if you're interested, but for sure I'm going to look at what I'm doing on Saturday. There are rigorous and sophisticated movements as well as complex rhythms that she will create, and artful dance movements. It's not about love, but it's definitely about joy. Hong Yeonji is accompanied by Hyunsun Park on the Janku. The last thing I would like to add is that it's very tempting to have your phone out to take photos, and that's fine. And short little clips, yes, but probably now is not exactly the time to be texting people. So if you use your phones for photos, that's lovely. But besides that, maybe put them away. It can be distracting to the eyes of our performers. Thank you. And so now we have the 3 drum dance. from the epic Japanese classical story of love and heroism, the story of King Sewandono, who was in love with a goddess, of course, a goddess queen named Dui Sikartachi. Now, here's the thing, because there's a thing. The queen is already married, of course. And though he is madly in love, she's not interested. And so you look at the character that you will see, he's not really a nice guy either. He's not a nice guy. The mask tells it. But you know, if you have a bad character who feels real love, then you give a little, right? You see this, it's not all bad. But this guy, so he will find the princess that is not his, and he will want to kidnap her. This moment, however, is not that, he's on his way. And what will happen is that he will be daydreaming, thinking about how much he loves her. He loves her so very much. And this dance, I've seen many, many versions of this dance. It's very well choreographed and recorded. And it's the dance of a dreamer with all of his hopes and all of his desires. And the music that you will hear comes from an instrument called the gamelan. And the gamelan is sort of an instrument, if you take a xylophone, let's say, and you give 2 notes to you get 2 notes, you get 1, you get 3, and everybody is spread, so you have 22 players coordinating together, and from what I've watched, they don't have music to follow, so it's really a work of being one creature made of 22 players. So the recording will be the gamelan. I find that fascinating and beautiful. So this is called Kllana Topeng Sewandono from Java, and Kllana means wander, which he is. Topeng means mask. And so we have from Java, Kllana Topeng Sewandono. Unfortunately, this guy, the husband, he will find the princess and want to kidnap her for himself, and the husband will get there and they will fight, and the husband will win. So it's almost over for him. So this is our last piece of repertoire. Our last presentation is the Rainbow Pass. Une dernière fois, l'amour. First, love lost. A mighty general guarding the Rainbow Pass in the mountains is killed by a good-for-nothing invader. The wife of the general, a mighty fighter herself, will chase down the outlaw to avenge the death of her husband. And if you observe the way that they move, they may be on horses. If you see in Peking opera somebody with a whip, generally it's because they're on a horse. Aha, avenge the death of her husband. But this bad boy is a real hottie, and she wavers. Notre assassin est un méchant beau morceau. Et la veuve vengeresse commence à penser qu'un compromis serait possible. She has a compromise in mind. You give up all your lands and property and marry me, and I will spare your life. She generously offers. He's not impressed at first. She's coming on pretty strong, and that's not very classy. You'll notice that in her costume, she wears a big white flower. And this is advice to you, like me, a Western person. You never offer white flowers to a Chinese person, even if as a beautiful gift, because the white flower, the white represents death. And she is in mourning, and so she's wearing white. He's not impressed at first. She's coming on pretty strong, but maybe marriage hurts less than this spear in her hand. You will note also that the bad boy, he's wearing a cord around him, and that's to signify that he's a soldier and that he's strong. Before leaving you, I would like to thank very much the Autumn Melody Collective. Would like to thank the City of Ottawa Cultural Funding, and aussi le Conseil des Arts de l'Ontario, who has provided this funding for this entertainment. So, here we go, the Rainbow Pass.
看一下。
David, first time ever on stage of Peking Opera. Preston is a professional dancer, contemporary dance and Chinese folk dance, but first time doing the comeback with me.